great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue.
And the Red Raiders kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mountaineers offense will go attack first. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
Hey, man, it's been really fun to watch the tape of these linebackers and the way they play together, the way they communicate, the way they adjust to any type of offense that they've seen all year long. But I'll say this, Palmer, this is a good matchup because we're going to get these linebackers on this great tight end.
And that's what we've seen on film from these guys, stopping the run, the athleticism going sideline to sideline. But we're going to find out just how good they are in coverage today because he is one of the best tight ends in college football. He can stretch the field, he can box people out, find the zones in this defense. And so they've got their work cut out for him, I think, particularly in pass defense.
It's complete. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the first down on third down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make what you want to do on fourth down. Could have been a turnover, could have been worse there.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Red Raiders offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week.
Makes a grab and room to run. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Now here's Michael Hawkins. He finds a soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
And one thing we know about a Rich Rodriguez offense, it's about running the football. So you know what you need? You need a good running back. You know who he went and got? The nation's leading rusher, Cam Cook from Jack State, his old university that he went to when he coached there the past season before West Virginia. Palmer, it's about running the football, establishing that and their tempo.
That's how you finish the sentence when you begin with Rich Rod, right, at West Virginia. You think back to guys like Noel Devine.
Caught, and he's got room. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Keeps it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Mountaineers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Hammond. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And 3rd and inches, they go with the pass. I don't necessarily get it, but how about the pass rush, aggressively coming up the field, getting to the quarterback, stopping the play before it had a chance to get going.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He'll pull it down and run. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Michael Hawkins on the play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Michael Hawkins. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. 2nd quarter's coming. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They go play action with Hawkins. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Makes the catch, and he's free. Got some room into the goal line. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The throw. That third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Might have a chance. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Doing it himself again. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Throwing, Hawkins. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Now here's Hawkins. Fires on the run. Pass is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down? Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Pulls it on the option. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Can't get him to the ground. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Hawkins. Bears the pressure. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Number one job of the defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Michael Hawkins. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Red Raider. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside. It's Cook. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. He wants to change this route. Gives it on the option. Maybe some room here. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's a give to Joyner. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab in their space. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah in their matchup against the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Utes setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Lubbock. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
The Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. And tackled there by the defense. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're working that left side. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Throwing, Hawkins. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
He's going to run it. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Francis. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Brown wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Finds a man on the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. And the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end, and they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Punt is in the air. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Here's Quentin one more time. Finding some room. He's piled up 82 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They'll give it to Joyner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Handoff to Joyner. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The give on the option. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Brown will throw it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. That thing was down for a while, but the Big Mounts carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Francis. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. This is a designed run. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the tight end. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. A run for the quarterback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Quarterback running on the draw. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The keeper on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A 1st down for the offense. They'll move the tight end. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, and still got him on the turf. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Leaves it with the back, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nice move to keep running.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better.